Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back. In today's video, we're carrying on with our mini Metro playthrough. We're going to be playing on New York City today. We had some really good success last time on Paris, so looking forward to seeing what we can do here on New York City. In terms of the scores to beat, looks like we're aiming for around 1500, maybe a bit higher than that. It's quite the spread out peak here around the really almost 500 up to 12 or 1300. So it should be interesting to see how the level looks, what might cause some of that spike in sort of, I guess, the spread out spike in the scores. Let's dive in and get started. So, goal of the game, we need to connect the different stations together. Not quite like that. If we go and just do that, that's interesting. We can go and bring that around like that, and then maybe stretch that out there. So we need to connect all the different stations together. Circles need to get to circle stations. Triangles need to get to triangle stations. And you're basically getting points as you move the passengers around your route and trying to make sure that we don't get swamped or overwhelmed at any point along the way. And that's a little awkward. We now have 3 triangles in a row. The shape that it drew there is also a little awkward for that spot, but that's okay. It's probably not going to stay like that for long. As things move forward here, we'll be able to expand out our line. Oh, and just like that, we got an inconvenient circle over here. Let's take that circle to the triangle. And that is it for our bridges. So we're using bridges since this is New York City. Not using tunnels to get under the water by the looks of it, just the bridges. We've used 3, I guess, at this point, because we've got one here to go over, one to come back, and then we've got this one over here connecting in. I wonder, kind of tempted to, do we have the capability for 3 routes right now. Might make sense to go like this and then have that cross over like that. We'll see here as more stations pop in, we'll alter things to fit in the most sort of optimal way, but at least this keeps us from using too many bridges right away. We've got a bridge in reserve, and it helps us a little bit with making our routes more optimal. So we're at the end of the week here. We take a locomotive, then we can take a line, or we could take a carriage. I think a carriage might be the most useful. We'll kind of see where the level is going to take. Another triangle. That is so not useful. 3 triangles in a row over there. Good times. We can, if we go this way, is that just one bridge? So that's not bad. Another circle over on the left-hand side, not ideal. And then another triangle all the way down here. Could use a few different shapes, but we're still moving along. Circle way out there. So end of week 2, we've got a locomotive, a carriage, or bridges. Let's grab a carriage. Let's stretch that so it goes over there. And then I guess we could actually take, oh, that's right, because we didn't take the bridges there. So we can't bring that back across yet. If we take that up there, at least we're getting some shapes in between the triangles. It's not ideal, not optimal. Another circle there. Let's put a carriage on this red one. Now, that is a useful shape. Let's pause for a second. There's a couple things going on here. One, let's give a carriage to this green one. And let's put another train on that line, like right there. And then I'm thinking, actually extend this red up to there. Breaks the shapes up a bit more. I think that will work out well. We're almost at 200. So our score is doing well so far. Lots of circles here on the green route at the top. The new week, let's grab a carriage again. Let's pause for a second and let's put that carriage on the purple line there. Purple is getting a little long and stretched out. Not ideal. That's not an amazing spot for that triangle to show up either. Let's pause for a second. Got a little bit of a backup happening here on this triangle station. If we put another locomotive like over here, this red train should handle that no problem. And then this gives us a second red train to just keep things at a more manageable level. We've got a circle up there. So the red route keeps stretching out, but we're doing okay, I think. This, oh, pause. Why is that? I'm thinking I'm going to stretch it like that for the green there, and then we need a locomotive right there to try to make sure that station doesn't blow up in our faces. Let's run things again there. Yeah, that's good. That helped that out. The purple line is struggling a little bit. No, that's okay. That train handled everything. Oh, let's pause. We've got another station out here for the purple side of things. Would be nice to make that a loop or to do something to optimize that a little bit. We're up to 400 though. We're doing okay. We take the locomotive and the bridges. Let's pause that. Nope, we didn't pause. Pause. And let's bring this back across to there and to there. And then we should be able to get an extra train on here. Let's go right there. Let's run that. We're over 400. Doing pretty well, I think. I mean, things are getting busy. Oh, we got the plus sign down here. Things are quite busy, but that's not bad necessarily. Just means that we're moving a lot of people, but the trains are all keeping up with what needs to happen, so that is good. Everything's running fairly optimally. I like the fact that we've got routes on different sides of the water. So the purple and the green extend into the middle, but the red is all contained on that middle island. I think that is a generally good shape. Oh, let's pause for a second. We've got a circle down here. A little unfortunate. Can we take that red and stretch it to there? I think that's probably the best way. I don't want to make purple any longer. Things are kind of holding their own at the moment. We've passed five. We're on our past 500 on our way to 600. We've got an awkward circle up here. I think we might go like that. I think I would like to get another line the next time here and do something on this side of the map so that we're not quite as spread out for the purple. Makes things a little more prone, I think, to issues when it's so spread out. So new week, we got the locomotive. Let's grab the line and let's pause for a second. Oh, let's run it forward because we're getting a new shape. So I kind of feel like we back this up a little bit, maybe a lot. Kind of thinking that if we do the purple line more like this, and then if we were to back this up, maybe take that to there, and then if we were to do this over to the circle, to the square, to the triangle, that recompletes that loop. And then if we drew a line out here like this, maybe like that, we'll run it and see. We'll see if that's any better. It might not be. We might need to shrink that down a little bit, but I feel better about that purple. Oh, let's pause for a sec. We're at 750 and we've got a new circle up here. Very awkward. But I think we're okay to stretch that line a little farther there. The red's not too bad. Pretty happy with the way this is going, I think. That's not ideal. Well, let's pause. This station is getting a bit overrun on the blue line. If we take that over here, and if we were to run like, what's the best way? I think like this? Or is it better to go that way? Maybe like that. And then I think for the purple, I'm actually going to extend it like that. So the purple has a connection onto that plus station, which I think will help things out a little bit. Let's pause for a second. We're up to almost 900. What have we got for bridges? Only one bridge. That is not ideal. How are we going? And we've used all our lines, all our locomotives. I think we're gonna have to wait a moment here until we get either a new line or a bridge. Get the locomotive, get the bridge. Let's pause for a second. How best? So we only have, oh, we've got 3 bridges. Didn't think we had that many. But anyways, if we take this circle, oh no, we've got 3 bridges, but we don't have any available. Is that what that's saying? Or it's saying we can only have 3? What is the best way? Because we don't really have a lot of bridges to spare. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we don't have the line. That's what it is. We don't have a line to add in. So if we want to do this, we need to add it into an existing one, which is fine. How do we, thinking like that? And then, I mean, we need to add another train on here, right? Let's add one going the other way. Things are getting a little busy. No, pause, 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 pause. Grab that purple. We put you right there. Did we place the train there? What happened? I don't think it let us. Can we not? I don't know. Is that going to actually, are we going to get there in time? Or are we done for? Get into that station. Oh, 972. That's not what I wanted. That's not, that is frustrating that yeah, top 50, we can do better than that. That station got out of hand. If let's go back in here. Let's see what we can make happen here. That is a miserable spot for the fourth station to come in. Other side of the water. But it is a good connection point. I feel like having a square at the hub of like where a bunch of routes connect together, or a bunch of lines connect together. It's a good shape to have there. We might as well do something like that. Do we have enough bridges? We've got one more bridge. Let's do that. This can extend over there. Take the locomotive, take bridges. These lines aren't super optimal at the moment. There's a lot of duplication here on these two stations, but I think that's okay for now. Got a plus sign, unique shape there. That's going to keep things busy. And so we've got a circle up top, so we can extend that up there. And the circle down below. It's awkward. It's a lot of circles in a row. Now we've got triangle. This is getting a bit longer. It's still okay. I don't think I need to put a second train or a second locomotive on there yet. Nope, we got the end of the week, a locomotive. Let's grab a carriage. We can probably put the carriage on this red one. Then we've got a triangle up there. So purple's getting a little long. But I'm curious. I think what I might do is this. I think that's a decent loop for purple. And I like having the rare shape attached there. I think that works well. Coming up on 200. So far, so good. We do have one spare bridge hanging around. Stations are getting busy, but I think things are okay for the most part. Locomotive. Maybe we'll take bridges for now, and then I'm going to pause for a sec because I think purple's getting busy. Let's put another locomotive on there. Just make sure that purple doesn't end up behind the curve. Let's pause. This circle is a little out of the way. Stretch green like that for now. Coming up on 300. Guess we can stretch purple for now. Let's pause for a second. Let's get another locomotive on the red line there to help out. Let's pause that for a second. If we bring this down here, I think that's probably the optimal way. That gives us a square for purple, so they shouldn't overwhelm red as much there on those on the common points. Pause for a second. Let's get another locomotive out here. So we've got 2 on the green line. So we're coming up on 400. Let's pause there. I think this should be red. So that breaks up these 2 circles. So week 5, we get another locomotive. Let's grab a carriage. So let's pause for a second. Let's throw that carriage over here on the purple one, I think. And then if we stretch this out to take care of that new station. Pause for a second. How's our bridge situation? It's doing okay, so I guess we can do that. Doing okay. Things are getting busy. We're almost at 500. Pause for a second. Now we've got Pentagon up there. Things are starting to get a little overextended. Not horrible. Yeah, I mean, I get like green is getting a lot of stations. So we might find that it's beneficial to get another line active here in a moment. Let's bring that up to there. Almost at 600. Oh, pause. A diamond. Really? We got all the rare shapes up at the top here. I think we're gonna need another line here in a moment. So a locomotive. Maybe a carriage then for now. Pause for a second. So if we put a carriage on this green one, let's try running with that and see. The line would have been ideal, but I think this could work out. Green line is very busy. What are we gonna do with this circle up here? How many? We've only got one bridge left. Let's make the line a bit neater there. I am tempted to get, maybe have this train running that way. So our third green one there. Then I'm tempted to preemptively put train here going that way just to, because this purple one is getting quite long. How come that green didn't do anything there? Let's pause for a second. This needs to stretch to there. Can we put you on here? Green all of a sudden has all the locomotives. That's in a better place now. That was more than I had hoped to have on the green line at the moment. Just stretch that out to there. I mean, I guess we need a line, but we also need, yeah, I guess we'll start with the line. I was gonna say we need bridges as well. Let's pause for a sec. You need to go to there. Can we, or what can we do to optimize here? If we go, if we go like that, and then we go like this, I mean, this ends up being a circle line in its entirety, but I think that will be better, and that will let us put that locomotive from the green line back onto the purple line. Just watch as this sorts itself out here. Let's pause for a sec. Let's get this onto the line there. Is this? We're over 900, but this purple line is problematic. Pause for a sec. I guess we stretched the red to there. I really would like to simplify this purple situation. We are over 1,000. Pause. We've got warnings going all over the place. Where, I mean, if this purple came here and went that way, can that save the red? What? So that time we got up to over 1,100, which is better. It puts us into a better spot, but I still feel like, so we went from top 50 to top 35. Let's give this one more go, because I feel like we're heading in the right direction, but getting jammed up. Is there a better way? I wonder if we need to have not only the loops, but to mix in a few more, like one or two lines that kind of cut across the map to important shapes. That's a better line. The loops are good, but it's end of the week. We've got a locomotive. Let's do another line. So we've got 4 lines. Let's take this across. No, we're out of bridges. Of course we're out of bridges, because that would make things too easy. If we backtrack this, how do we, can we not make that look nicer? And then if we back this up, so maybe we will do, is that really it? So we don't have any more. All right, well, let's go this way for now. So if we do that, I guess we just need more bridges, way more bridges. Run the speed a bit faster. So many circles. Why do we have so many circles? Let's get another locomotive out here. We got a locomotive. Still no bridges? Let's get a carriage then. Let's pause for a second. Let's throw a carriage onto this one up here. Let's run that forward and see. See what that does. Add that triangle there, which makes that better. We've got at least the 2 circles split up now. That's interesting. Let's stop that for a second. If we bring this back, if we go to this square instead, we go there, and we go there, and we go there. I think that is a better line, and then we're not duplicating stations one after the other. I think we need a third locomotive on that line. Be nice if we could get a bridge to actually connect that together. Another circle. No more circles. What is the... I mean, I guess we could go around like that. Not perfect, but we can make that work for now. We're over 200. We're on Sunday. Hopefully we're going to get a bridge. Yes, let's take bridges. Let's pause for a second. Let's backtrack this. Because I want to go from here basically up to there and over to there. That makes green not too bad. But I'm tempted. I'm tempted to go and make that there because I think that will help out the red line. And then it's just a question, like this is going to be a weird, it's going to be a weird shape. I mean, I guess it is just going to be a weird shape. We can go like that basically, and that's not ideal, but that will hopefully we'll expand out that purple line in a little bit here and give it a few more shapes to work with so that it's not too ugly. Red needs another one here. So red's getting a bit big and out of control. And that's good for purple. We don't mind that. I think I'm going to change the red. So that it comes across like that. And then let's go and put that there. I think that's just neater. I'm actually tempted to go and do that right there because I think that will be nice for the green to have a different connection point to the red, so it's not all just on the one connection point. Two more bridges, I like that. Let's pause for a second. Now, I'm thinking we do have a line, right? I think we've got an extra line. Yeah. I'm thinking that we should back that up to there. Can we make we have that go like that? Can we do something like that and then have this come across? like that. Does that make it better? I don't know if it makes it better. It makes it different, which maybe is good. And then we've got naturally a circle over here. Nice and awkward, out of the way. And we've got a football shape up here. It's very much out of the way for the purples, but we'll see how that goes. I like the fact that we've got four, like these four seem much better in terms of their shape and split than what we've had in the past. So I feel like this is a good allotment of shapes and stations to each of the routes. Purple's getting a little weirdly shaped over here, but not much we can do about that at the moment. Don't have any spare locomotives. If we pause that, we're gonna have to bring blue with that one. I'm curious if we bring this back around, can we go this way? Then let red pick up this one because that circle in between there should work better with that line. Pause for a second. No, pause. Purple's gonna need to take that station. Can we take this green here? Let's put it over there. I think green is a smaller route now. I don't think it needs all three of those on there. It's better for purple to have two. Locomotive. Let's take a carriage. Let's pause for a second. Let's put that carriage on here. Let's run that for a moment and see what happens with purple, if it's going to need another locomotive or if that's pause. I think that'll work okay there. It's better than putting it into the purple because green could actually use a circle at that spot. So we're up over 600. So the question is, are we going to set ourselves up for better results? Blue is getting stretched out up here. Pause there. I think green can take that one. Again, I think that's good shape-wise for green. So then hopefully the green trains aren't holding on to passengers for too many stations. Almost at 700, pause. No, we're still running at the lower speed, but that's fine. We can add the triangle to blue. I think that is good shape-wise there as well. Purple gets a triangle over here. It's probably not a bad thing. Green is getting a little backed up. Let's add a carriage. Let's pause for a second. Let's add a train there, and then let's add a carriage. How many? Let's put another one onto the red line here just for the moment, just to make sure it doesn't get out of control. I think that's put things into a better place. Blue is going to, let's pause for a second. Let's run that for another moment. I think blue is going to need some help. Let's pause for a second. So we've got a circle over here. And then I think I'm going to extend the red over there so that the diamond gets looped into the red one as well. So blue and red can both get to the diamond. I think that's going to be better. That green station wasn't able to get rid of anybody. Let's pause for a second. I need you to come over here onto that train. It needs 3. What are we going to do? I guess purple takes that one. The new star-shaped station. 9:55. Let's see if the green station can get a little sorted there. That is better than it was. Got a lot of stations that are having some issues. I don't really have any empty trains. Can I take that? Can I put, where is it here? Is this where yeah. We put that there. Will that keep us alive? So we got a locomotive. We've got a carriage. Let's pause for a second. We take this up here and we give you the carriage. We got a station over here. This green line is going to blow up again. 11:06. It's like a sign. It doesn't want to get over that hump on the score chart there. We're kind of rooted at the top 35%. What a difficult map. Well, not the score we were necessarily looking for. I think it's a decent score, but I really would have liked to have been higher. I think we're going to leave it there for today, though. We may come back, play this level a bit more, play a few levels to sort of top up scores later on. But top 35, we'll live with that for now. And then next time, we're going to be moving on to Warsaw. And let's take a look at what scores are like there. Ooh, that's a very flat and wide peak for the score chart. Looks like we're aiming to be into the 2000s if we want to be improving our score and being in the top chunk of the leaderboard. So that is it for today. Had some fun on New York. Definitely a tough map, especially as you get into the later game. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.